Right now, you or someone you know is probably dead. Hi, I'm Dominic Palmer, independent. And first and foremost, I'm going to tell you why you should vote for me. Why me? Why not? You know, a lot of people say to me, Dominic Palmer, independent, why should I vote? I don't trust any of the parties or any of the people within the parties to run my country impartially. In fact, given this country's history of political abuse and mismanagement of power, it doesn't seem to matter who I vote for. It's gotten to the point where I feel like a battered wife, coming back for more. So why should I vote? That's a really good question, Terence Clements, if extraordinarily cynical. Look, let me answer honestly here. Even if you really don't like or distrust those who run for government, I feel as though you're being bullied into voting by people who would overemphasize the need to exercise your right to vote over any meaningful discourse as to why you should vote for people you inherently distrust. The fact is, if you don't vote, someone might die, probably from AIDS. Now, haven't enough people already died to get you your right to vote? Do you want more blood in your hands? Of course not. Especially not AIDS blood. Voting gives you a say in who runs your country. After that, your responsibility is done. But you become a valuable member of society. If you don't vote, how can you complain, for example, about being homeless? You can't, because you haven't earned the right to. But wait, Dominic Palmer, independent, I can hear you thinking, because I have that ability. Why are you giving us this message? And do you really have that ability? The answer is yes. And that's where I come in. Now, I'm not the kind of guy to waste your time or my time making empty and vacant promises that I won't or can't fulfill. I don't promise you anything, but I can promise you this. If you vote me in, I'll never make any promises. And that's a promise. So, who is Dominic Palmer, independent? Well, I wear many hats. Literally, I've never done a hard day's work in my life. I'm 40 years old, and I spend most of my days writing, listening to music, and watching pornography. Joanna Angel's my favourite. I'm a stay-at-home boyfriend. I do the hoovering, and I do the washing up. Just like you. And just like you, I played Jack Frost in a Christmas show last year. What makes me a good candidate? Absolutely nothing. But that's why you should vote for me. 'Cause I'm just like you, a nobody. And that just means that I understand you. Certainly more than some well-paid politician with all their highfalutin education and specific ideologies. Hey, want to come round to my house and watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? So why should you vote for me, Dominic Palmer, independent? Well, have you looked at the alternatives? I may not know much about politics at all, but at least by telling you that, I'm being honest. And isn't that all anyone's ever looking for in a politician? Honesty? Not judging by your track record so far, but there's always a first time for everything. I promise you, I will never lie to you. I will never even sit down and have a conversation with you. I'm hydrophobic, so I'll probably never even leave this apartment. Or this kitchen. So don't waste your vote on parties with Irish names just to feel some vague connection to a romanticised history. Don't waste your vote on people and politicians who use buzzwords and every opportunity to tell you that they care about you, until they get into power. Don't waste your vote on pointless independents whose loud voices drown out the fact that they're only speaking about one issue that affects them. And don't listen to the naysayers who tell you that the right to vote includes the right not to vote, especially when you can't find a group of people that you feel passionate enough about putting into government. What's more important is getting rid of this current government and replacing that with a group of people who act in exactly the same manner. And remember, Every time you don't vote, an angel loses its wings and cancer becomes more widespread. But most importantly of all, vote Dominic Palmer, independent. Yeeeeha!